that was a result that we definitely deserved. Good battling performance from everybody in the team, and a great finish to the game.
Yeah, it was a really good game of football. I thought it was two teams went for it. I definitely believe we shaded the first half in terms of progressive football, and the number of chances I think was 6-2, and we come in lock level. So if I only had one criticism today, and I do only have one criticism, is that we need to capitalise in them moments against every team, not just against Linfield, against every team. But listen, we're a work in progress. I keep saying this. There's got to be a little bit of context to what we expect. Can't expect everything to drop in one moment. But I think, looking at how we played for the best part of 40 minutes last week, and how we've competed here, particularly first half with our quality, second half with more workmanlike, I think we're starting to see a team that we can be proud of. Certainly that's the message we've delivered to the players. So I think on the general overall game, I think probably draw is a fair reflection on the game of football.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. One player that definitely stood out was man of the match today. It was probably one of our better players last week, and was the player of the month last month was Jack Malone.
Yes.
He's really become a real linchpin in that midfield.
Look, Jack's gone to new levels. We came to the football club and Jack wasn't getting a game of football, and ultimately I think he's benefited from a new lease of life and maybe a new message. But Jack has been consistently superb. Like, if you remember, he's been playing the top end of the pitch, a little bit higher for us, and is a top goal scorer. Maybe not just after today with AP notching. He might just be ahead of him now on the charts in all comps. So Jack has been massively influential, and I think now in the deeper role you can really see his qualities. He's a hell of a footballer, and to be expected. He's come through a really great schooling at Derry City. So we're hard on Jack, but ultimately to get to the next level you need to be hard on players.
Last week you were disappointed with the defensive display. This week we looked a lot more solid, albeit the first goal was probably a carbon copy of the first goal last week, but at the same time after that we regrouped and seemed to be a lot more solid defensively. But going forward, thought Lido played quite well. Any reason why he came off at half time?
Lido, the groin issue, so we weren't willing to risk it any further. He'd done really, really well, and we've been building him. So albeit we haven't been playing with a natural centre forward in some games, even since we've tucked in two centre forwards in the window, ultimately these guys are out of season. We're ultimately spending 4, 5, 6 weeks now is where we're at with them in the building. So we're developing fitness through games, whether it's with the 20s, whether it's off the bench, which it has been, and obviously with training. So I felt today was a perfect opportunity to get Lido into the team, and he definitely did add a different dimension. His link-up play, his movement, which was really, really good, then had a constant effect on the tree directly behind him. I thought we were absolutely electric with Campbell and Duna and Clarkey picking up positions. So, yeah, listen, really pleased. Obviously, hopefully it's not a major issue, and we can get him back on the pitch. And I felt we lost his presence in the second half. Obviously, Hodge is a very, very different type of player. So, yeah, we lost that wee bit of momentum, which kind of, give Linfield the impetus then to go and obviously get up the pitch on turnovers. So, as I said, it was a very different second half display, but a gutsy one. And, all the time, I felt quite comfortable because there was a lot of territory. It was more throw-ins and corner kicks and stuff. So, we felt comfortable, and obviously it was a sucker punch to concede so late, but the character and the reaction to come back for the second time in the game, in the dying moments, it shows and it tells a lot of maybe where this group of players are going. And
in a game where we had a Glenavon legend in Tony Grant watching us, AP popped up with a sort of striker's finish at the very end, the snatch a point.
Right place, right time. Yeah, I was just talking about Boots after the game there. Yeah, he was happy with what he's seen, so if Boots is happy, we're happy.
Absolutely. Looking forward, obviously, next week we're away to Glenavon. They're pushing top of the league. Jim Gilton has them playing very well. Another tough game, Solitude, a difficult place to go on a 4G surface. What's your thoughts going that way? Yeah,
we're building a new team. I've said this numerous times. We've 8 new bodies in the building. We're building a new team. It feels like we've gone right back to the very start again when we first came in over 4 months ago. In terms of getting new players embedded into our ways of coaching and our ways of playing. So I feel we're now getting very, very close. So yeah, listen, we're really excited. Like, I love these challenges because, you know, it gives us an opportunity to, you know, look at the game as a whole and you know, see where their strengths lie and where their weaknesses also lie, and then try to have a really positive week and go there. And I think we have to be positive because, you know, anybody that watched on last week, the first 40 minutes was extremely positive. A couple of poor goals, but once you don't concede poor goals in this league, you have a very good chance of competing it and mixing it with the very best. And I felt we've done that for a time last week, but we've definitely done it for the duration today.
And then finally, obviously Hawks was touch and go whether he was going to make today. Played on Monday at a 4G pitch and
Hawks Monday a week ago, so he's had 2 weeks now out, so he's had a wee setback with the knee, so we're just getting another set of eyes and another scan just to make sure. He's so close, so we don't want to gamble. Basically, we want to make sure he's absolutely right after spending so long. What's another few weeks?